Heyo, and welcome to another NinjaBill Live, and I'm just calling this one the Lunchtime Looksee, and got a couple of toys I'm just going to look at here. First, I'll say hello to anybody who is going to join in. There we go. And first, I wanted to look at Transmetal 2 Prowl. Check him out. He's one of these, I don't see a lot of people talking about him, but he is one really cool and one of the very few owl-themed beast transformers. And he's pretty cool, as you can see. And he's got, turning head, and there's actually a gimmick with that. So, tab that back in there. Got wings, you can, fold it in or out. So, got that. These will go in or fold in or out. Pretty cool. He's a pretty cool cat. Or, well, owl, really. But, still. You got a turning head. Goes all the way around. Nice plastics on there. Get that out. Big eyeball. Blue. Lots of metallic chrome blues, I should say. So, I mean, he is cool. First time I saw this toy, I had to have it. I bought it right then and there. And he's got a switch on his back right there. And push that in to spin the head around. Pretty sweet. Got some translucent red there on the wings. Translucent plastic here on the side. Sort of a red with a white frost done on it. Got some sort of an off-white color. Nice talons on him. Squawk. There you go. Well, I don't think owls squawk. Squawk. Scree. There you go. Pretty cool. And these are made out of a sort of a soft plastic. So they are pretty, he is pretty cool. There he is. Butt side up. There you go. Got nice, thrusters on here. Makes him zoom faster. You can see his arms and whatnot. You can't see a whole bunch of robot kibble, which is pretty cool. And unless you lift up his tail, and then you can see his robot arms folded up in there. So it's really a weird way he transforms, but gets the job done. So, yeah. Another awesome bot that a lot of people, I don't see a lot of people talking about, is this guy. And he has one of the most awesome alt mode paint jobs you can find. He's sweet. He's just utterly sweet, and you can't tell what it is. You can see a bit there going on there, but he has one of the best alt mode, coolest alt mode paint jobs anywhere. He's cool. He's got this ridiculous large set of pliers for a weapon, but still, he's pretty cool. I really dig him. Of course, he's got the chicken legs that I don't care for from the movie line. But still, as movie line toys go, he is pretty dope, as they say. Well, somebody says that. So, got clear windshields there on his chest. Lots of molded detail behind it. I really like these guys. I do. I really like these guys. So, I got to reshoot all of my Predacon reviews. So, because the video files, I'm not sure how. I transferred them to the completed videos. I transferred them to my phone this morning, and somewhere along the line, I don't know how, all three that I done three left that I have to do, files became corrupted. And one of them, it was the video itself. The video codecs became corrupted. And in the other two, the audio codecs became corrupted. So now I've got to reshoot all my Predacon reviews. Pain in the butt. Let's see, Optimus Wilbur. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. Kato. Hey, how you doing? And I was just, talking a little bit about some really cool Transformer toys that not a lot of people may or may not know about. One of them being Beast Wars Prowl. This is Beast Wars Prowl. If you have Transmetal Beast Wars Prowl, if you haven't seen him before, this is Prowl from Beast Wars. And he's pretty cool. And he's an owl. And he spins his head. There you go. He's a hoot. Get it? He's a hoot. What a hoot. I'm funny. I know it. Hey, Illmatic Prime. Thanks for joining us. And once again, I'm talking about some cool, not really a lot talked about toys. This is Beast Wars Transmetal Prowl. And it is the G1 Prowl, according to his bio. This is him. Pretty cool. I really dig him. Got, articulated wings. They can wide range of motion. Hold in. So, he just, when he's sitting around. Yep, he's a real hoot. Oh, I can't help. Good job, Bill. Good job. There we go. Yeah, Larkin's Lair, welcome. Once again, welcome to Optimus Wilbur and Kato, Illmatic Prime, Larkin's Lair. But again, we're talking about Transmetal Prowl. One of those not really talked about toys. And I don't know why, because he's a good toy. He is a good toy. I really like him. And he's only one of 2 owl beast modes in the entire line. The other one was the Mutants Soundwave, or not Soundwave, but what was his name? He was an owl and something else, and I forget. I forget. Oh, wait a minute. I'll just go grab him. I know where he is. Snowbird, I think is what he's called. Snowbird? Anyway, here's the other owl-themed one. He was from the Beast Wars Mutants line, or the Mutants Beast Wars line, whichever way it said on the card. And this was the only other owl in the entire lines. And all the Beast Wars lines, these 2 are it. Snowbird, I think this was called. In Siege in the future, I don't know. I don't know what the next 2 phases contain. I've heard some hearsay, but I don't really know. The only Beast Wars I have currently is POTP Optimal Optimus. Never could find that figure. Wish I did. I have the original, though, so I'm not missing it too much that I didn't find it, because, I have the original, so. Those owls look cool. Yeah, they are. Again, this is Prowl, and I think this one is called Snowbird. I might be mistaken, but I think his name is Snowbird. And he has no robot mode. So it's only 2 beast modes. Hence these giant, claws. And I like this one better, but still, he's pretty cool. The only one I have is Beast Wars. Oh, yes, Mammoth Convoy. Or Big Convoy, as he's called there. Optimus Wilbur said Beast Wars. I never much collected. Only one I have is Beast Wars Neo Mammoth Convoy, or Big Convoy, as he is called. And that is a toy of many firsts. Most especially, Big Convoy should be in everyone's collection for one simple reason. He is the very first Convoy or Prime toy to ever feature a removable matrix. No other toys done it before him, and every toy that had it after owes it to that toy. Whether it be official or unofficial, if it had a removable matrix, Big Convoy is the one that started it. Yep. So one of the reasons why that toy is fantastic. That, and you can take its shell completely off and make almost the entire beast mode, which was awesome. I can't even remember if I remember how to transform this guy. Let's untab that. Untab that. Oh, spinning wing attack. There we go. Oh, there we go. Whee! Yes, that was apparently a thing. Spinning wing attack. Boy, it's been a long time since I transformed him. Let's see. Open that up. There's his head hiding in there. Not in his butt, but in his back. Let's see here. These go up, if I'm not mistaken. Get those back there. It goes like that. Arms, I think, swing down. There we go. Boy, it's been a long time. I'm a big Convoy, Ilmatic Prime said, and Lurkin's Lair says, I wish I kept my Leo Convoy and Big Convoy. I never could find Leo Convoy. I wish I did, but it's one of those that I wish I had it, but at the same time, I've gotten so many other awesome toys that I don't really miss it, if that makes sense. It's something you're supposed to do with the chest, and I forget what. Flip this around. I think you flip the whole thing. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, that's right. Man, it's been a long time. Flip this whole thing around. Like this. Boy, it's been a long time since I transformed this guy. Okay, put the head up. This flips backwards. These become the footsies. Footsies. There we go. These go back like this. This goes back like this. Wings fold back and clip in. If I'm not mistaken. Boy, it's been a long time since I transformed this guy. Flip his forearms around. Flip those forearms around. I can't be right. There we go. This should tab in. Like so. These should, I thought, tab into place, but maybe not. I can't remember. It's been so long. Put those back. Put those back. The head. There is Prowl in his robot mode. Pretty cool. Didn't come with any weapons, which was a shame. So he's got, molded in claws on that arm. He can hold a weapon, I suppose. Tons of molded details on these guys. So, yeah, he had a rotating waist and whatnot. So, again, tons of molded detail on these guys. I'll give it to the Transmetal line. They did tons of molded details on these figures. Tons. And that's Prowl. So, and apparently from the bio, he was the G1 Prowl. And he's got this, can't really, oh, yeah, there it is. I was going to say, I don't know if my camera will catch it, but you flip this around to reveal the maximal symbol on there. I think it should have been an Autobot symbol, but hey, what the hey. So, pretty cool. Let's see here. Larkin's Lair. So I wish I kept my Leo Convoy and Big Convoy. They're good toys, and you should have. But I understand people get rid of stuff. Kato's Toy Box says, sorry, I had to restart my phone. I had no audio. Well, I'm sorry about that. Beast Wars, my favorite. Collector 75, welcome. TF Fan Geek, welcome. Once again, I was showing off Transmetal's Beast Wars Prowl. And this is him, one of only 2 Owl Transformers ever made. Here's the other one, Snowbird, if I think I recall the name correctly. And they are the only 2 Owl Transformers in existence that I know of. Well, there was probably some KO stuff going around, but, as far as Transformers go, the officials, these are it. And this is Prowl. And he's pretty cool. There's his head sculpt. It is a lovely head sculpt. Look at that. And this is Snowbird. He's a mutant. He has no robot mode. He has a head that pops out of his butt. He's a butthead. He's a butthead. There we go. Get that face forward there. There's his face. The mutant series. I gotta see if I can remember how to transform this guy. Been a while. I think he transforms into a polar bear. Yeah, he does. He goes from owl to polar bear. There he is. Yes. Oh boy, been a long time since I transformed this guy. Owl Transformers, what a hoot. I said that earlier. I patted myself on the back several times for being humorous. That I noticed nobody else laughed. I noticed. There's the other head. His beast mode head. He's got his head up his ass. What'd Kato say? Just about to shoot the Psycho review. Nice. Yeah, I've got to completely reshoot my. I said it earlier. I've got to completely reshoot the Predacon reviews and Predaking review because this morning, hoping to use the data on my phone to upload them, I transferred the files here. The next 3 videos. Well, I don't know what happened, but the part 2, the video codecs got corrupted. Part 3 and part 4 had the audio codecs corrupted on it. So when I uploaded the files to YouTube, and I started to preview them, I had to delete them because for some reason the codecs got all screwed up. So now I've got to reshoot all of them because for some reason it screwed up. I don't know why, but that's okay. Adamantium Matrix. Welcome. I was talking about Transmetal Prowl, who is the G1 Prowl, by the way. Supposedly, he is the G1 Prowl, and he is an owl. And you push this lever up here, and the head spins in both modes. There you go. Yep, what a hoot. Exactly. And this is Snowbird, who I'm currently transforming. I haven't done it in years, so I'm slowly and surely working on it. And he's the only other owl transformer. And another guy I really wanted to talk about is this guy. Yeah, he's one of those movie bots, and he's got chicken legs. But you know what? His ult mode, the paint job on his ult mode is bar none the best looking paint job I've ever seen in an ult mode. I mean, wow. Sure, he has giant pliers for a weapon, but let's see here. Did you pick up Illmatic? That's what stinks. Thanks. Nice Lucky's Lair. I beat. He cost a pretty penny. Constructicons. Ooh, nice. Yeah. I mean, congratulations. Damn autocorrect. Dropkick is my favorite from the 2. I'm telling you, he's nice. I mean, he's got 5mm pegs there, so he can hold any kind of weapons as long as they got a 5mm post on them. In his hands, he comes with this ridiculous pliers weapon that actually opens and closes, and yay, that's terrific. But I mean, he's got built-in cannons on his wrist there. I mean, he's pretty sweet. I even like the kibble on him. Believe it or not, I even like the kibble on him. I think it goes well. Like, this shoulder armor here, the doors, that's typical, but I like how the better the truck will fold up to become like wings. So, pretty sweet. I like that. Yeah, I'm just looking at these. I'm still trying to figure out how to transform them. He's got this reveal the detail kind of thing hidden right here. So, trying to figure out how to transform them. It's been years. Let's see here. Okay, fold up the wingeds. And there's the head. I never understood why they got a moving beak on him, but you know what? He has a moving beak. It's got it's a spring-loaded beak. It's spring-loaded. Never could figure out why he had it, but he has it. So, hey, what do I know? Pull out the tail. Fit in there. There's his back legs. I can get him out. There we go. Just never figured out why the need for a spring. And, okay, whatever. Go. Put that head in. Put that head out. There we go. Open up his jaw. I think I've about gotten him. Been years again. It's been years since I, even transformed this guy. Clips in there. Flip his toes around. His toes around. These come together. Whoop. Come on. Swing together. Nope, the other way. There we go. There we go. And there is his polar bear mode. This was from the Mutants Beast Wars line. Probably the only other cool one there was. Of course, the I forget the bear. I even did a review on him. The Barracuda, who was also Scorpion, and then him. Soundwave was in it too. Supposedly the G1 Soundwave. He was a crocodile and a bat. I have that one too. There's only 4 released, and I have all 4 of them. So they came from the Animorphs line, and they were going to be in the Animorphs line, but they got canceled there, and Hasbro brought them into Transformers. So that's why they exist. The Claw, from Polar Claw. Yeah, he, and what else? He was like Grizzly T or something like that. And he was done. I think maybe Grizzly T was first, but there was also, what was it, Barbarian or something like that? I think was also Barbarian. Get it? Barbarian. Yep. Look like bull's hooves to me. You know what? They do look like bull's hooves. Look at that. So, I mean, they do look like bull's hooves. Let's see here. Steve Fangeek said they look like bull's hooves to me. Polar Claw was one of my favorites from the Beast Wars line. I remember being bummed he wasn't in the show. It's true. Now, mine is a custom. Yeah, it's upstairs. I don't feel like running for it right now, but mine is custom painted on mine to give you sort of a visual. All the white on him, I cleaned him up really, really well, sanded it down with about 1800 grit, and then repainted him in a nice metallic pearl white. And so that thing really does a number in the sunlight. I don't keep him in the sunlight because I don't want him to fade, but I did give him a top coat of a gloss just to protect the paint further, but it's spectacular. It looks spectacular. The claw that Larkin's lair. I love the gimmick of the claw that turns into a bat. Yep. Full of puns today. Yep. Puns are the punishment on the ears, even when they are done correctly. And Matthew Matrix says, I hear you. Hell, I like puns. I'm an old man. It sort of comes with the territory. Being an old man, you got to have puns, that you can say to kids and irritate the crap out of them and their parents. So, hey, what we do. Again, this ridiculous set of pliers. I never got this. It would have been better if it just had cannons that popped out, but no, he got a big set of pliers. It just doesn't work for me. And another thing I like these little antennae on here. His head is a little loose on mine, but that's okay. Everything else is pretty tight. And he never has really tabbed in, as you can see over here. His arms have never really tabbed in well. It's never tabbed in well. That's okay. Dropkick is just cool. He's just cool. Let's see. I love a good pun dad joke. The older we get, the funnier they are. That's true, Kato. That's true. Hey, what figure are you talking about? It depends on what figure, because we've been talking about the two owl transformers, the only two that exist, Prowl and Snowbird, or Snow Bear, or whatever the heck he's called. These are the only two owl transformers there are. And we also were talking about drop kick. Hey, why not? So, drop kick. Just for the fun of it, drop kick. And welcome, Master Bar. Let's see, Larkin Slayer says, oh, Ninja, on the side note, because of one of your videos, I just won a complete Armada Prime on eBay. Nice. Nice. Which video is that? The kibble is lousy on this. It's almost on the level of Beast Wars Neo. On which? Polar Claw. That's not Polar Claw. Polar Claw is a different toy. This is not Polar Claw. Again, I did say Owl Transformer, so that should include you in that this is not Polar Claw. This is not Polar Claw. Yes, this is Dropkick. This, I think, is Snowbird, and this is Prowl. This is not Polar Claw. I'll be right back. Okay. This is Polar Claw. Note the differences. Polar Claw, this is the paint job I was telling you about. Got a nice pearl metallic white on there. It's beautiful. But yeah. His name is Polar Claw again. It's not Polar Claw. This is not Polar Claw. This is Polar Claw. Note the difference. See it? Two completely different toys. Dropkick is the one you just talked about. Okay, I think I'm behind on the messages here. But yeah, this is Dropkick. And he's pretty cool. I understand you apparently don't like all the kibble, but I think he's pretty cool. I really like him, hence the reason why I bought him. I really do like him. I like him a lot. And he's got one of the best paint jobs in alt mode ever. Name the alt mode, he's got a better paint job than all of them. Every single one of them. Let's see here. Dropkick, I like that fig. Love the transformation. Yep. Is one you just talked about. Okay, there. No, I have separation issues. Did you get the Beast Wars Prowl repaint that was dubbed Smokescreen? No, I did not. No, I did not. But I have Prowl right here, and I love him. I absolutely love him. I love him a lot. He's a great toy. He is a great toy. That Dropkick looked great. Yeah, I'm about to transform him while we discuss. Been a while since I've done him as well. Put that over. There we go. Get these out. There we go. Because I do love this toy. I love it. It is a great toy. Despite some people, you either like him or you don't. I like him. I think it's a great toy. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, but I think he's a great toy. And again, you either like the movie line toys or you don't. It runs the gamut. People either love them or hate them. So, yep. Yeah, to do. Put this up. Flip this around. Careful, I don't want to break it. Ugh, it's always been a little tight, and I've always been afraid of breaking that joint right there. Always been afraid of breaking that joint because it's so tight on mine. That pin is just ultra tight. And I hate that feeling, when you're transforming something and something is so tight on there and you're like, careful, and you spend the whole, 3 minutes slowly doing something. It's a modified Scion XB with a back half converted into a truck bed. Yes, true. Yes, true. Yes, it is true. Oops, almost flipped those the wrong way. Flip it that way. Do. Okay. Oops, get those up. Flip that forward. Flip that forward. Tab together. And we're getting there. And now he's a Ger truck. He's a Ger truck mode. Ho, ho, ho. Here, these could almost be arms. There you go. Ger truck mode. I said it. I'm happy I said it. Not really. Flip those back. Come on. Flip that back. Again, on this one, on the back, the bed of the truck, this joint really scares the shit out of me when I'm transforming it because it is so tight. Scares the crap out of me doing it because it's so tight and I don't want to break it. It's the only one I got. If I had a replacement one, I probably wouldn't be so worried so much, but I don't. Still, Ger truck mode. This is so he can ford rivers easier. Back got disconnected. Sorry about that. Don't know whether it was my fault because I have a really bad router problem, but there we go. Come on. Ugh. Sometimes things just don't want to flip in correctly. There we go. That was the sound I was going for and also dreading. Tab those together. Tab that in. And there he is in his awesomeness mode. And I love and look at that paint job. Look at that. Big Decepticon symbol. That is amazing. That is awesome. And you can't tell it from the side. You're like, oh, he's pretty sweet. And then you look at it from the front, and I'm like, oh, okay, pretty sweet. And bam, right there in your face. Big Decepticon symbol. I love this thing. I love it. Just for that alone, I love it. Welcome back, Larkin. You posted Armada Tidal Wave, which reminded me of Armada Prime. Nice. I get it. Okay, I'm right there. Yeah. I still love Tidal Wave. And I have Armada Prime. I think he's upstairs connected to, because I have two Armada Jetfires. One is semi-complete and one is complete. And the complete one I have currently hooked up to my Armada Prime. So, and funny story about the two Jetfires is I went to a convention, I'm not sure if any of you heard it before, called DairyCon. It's a Transformers convention up in Wisconsin. And so I went there. And I was digging around in the dealer's room, the vendor's room there, and this guy had a box of parts just sitting around in there. And I was digging around in there because I was looking for parts for, I think it was some G1 toys of mine. I think it was parts for Computron and somebody else, but I can't remember who. Defensor. So I'm digging around in there, and there is these two Armada Jetfire toys. And I look on the outside of the bin. The bin said specifically on there, Small parts, I believe, were $10. Medium parts were, I think, 20, and it said all others $25. And I was like, okay. So I picked, I picked them up and looked, and I asked the guy sitting there, and I said, so it's $25 for anything, any of the larger items. Doesn't matter what. He said, yeah. And I said, okay, I'll take these two. And he just looked at me. He said, well, that's $50. I said, no, I just asked you $25. and he was like, yeah. And I was like, thank you. So I got 2 Armada Jetfires for $25. So I was pretty pleased with myself. Armada tidal wave needs to be a siege as commander class or a Titan class. I can see them as either or. I can see them either way. Man, I love Dropkick's alt mode. I do. I just love it. I do. I love it. But that's how I got 2 Armada Jetfires. I scored them. So one was missing his minicon and his shield, and the other one was complete. So if looked like somebody took a black magic marker to bits of him, I cleaned that right off, and he's good to go. Japan Geek said, I still need Armada Megatron and Overlord to complete my Armada collection. Now, don't you mean Overload? Okay, you were right. I was like, Overlord. No, there's no Lord. But yeah. Yeah, Titan class tidal wave would be great. He would be fantastic. Oh my God, he would be fantastic. Once again, Transformers Beast Wars, Transmetal Prowl. I love this guy. I do. Wish that head would stay up the right way. Turns every which way, no matter what you do. And again, he's got this little button up here to spin the head. So pretty cool. I don't much care for the translucent bits that his arms have, but it's okay. It's okay. And his light piping isn't that fantastic. Hey, get that head, you turn it that way. His light piping isn't that fantastic. He does have light piping, as you can see there, but yeah, it's not all that great. So, I think we're going to be getting a storm here. I can smell it. Wind just came through here, and I can smell it like probably a good, I don't know, looking by the clouds, probably a good, I don't know, 4 miles off. Well, let's see here. Tiapangi, I got it. Titan class Armada Unicron. Oh, please. He'd have to be bigger than Titan class. That's all I'm saying. I mean, yeah, he would probably come. If they were ever to redo a Unicron, he would probably be issued as, more than likely, more probably than any other way, would be a Titan. But let's face it, and that Unicron toy need to be 3 to 4 feet tall just to look right in scale. Well, more than that, can you imagine a 4 foot tall Unicron toy? What that would look like? Oh my gosh. I'd be a kid in a candy store. I'm telling you what. I'm almost ready to giggle right now just thinking about it. Oh, that would be amazing. Snowbird. Rawr, rawr. Big red claws. Whoosh. Release him in 6 Titan class toys, both arms, both legs, and the torso in 2 halves. He will be 5 feet tall. See, TFN Geek, I'm liking the way you're thinking. I'm liking the way you're thinking. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Got a tilting head. Open and closing mouth. Got some red eyes. Blood red eyes for his blood red claws. Pretty cool. I think this is Snowbird. I can't remember. I should look it up real quick. Somebody look this up real quick. What the Mutant Beast Wars owl bear name was. Pretty sure it was Snowbird or something like that. Can't remember. Can't remember. Oh, that Titan be what? They'd have to rename him to be well, maybe just call it Unicron class. You know, sort of like they did with the Omega Supreme in the Energon line. They just called him Supreme class because there was no other classification. He didn't fit into the other classification, so they called it Supreme class. I think Unicron was called Supreme class too, if I'm not mistaken. Iceberg, that's it. Boom, you got it, Iceberg. Yep, I couldn't remember his name. I thought it was like Snowbird or something, but Iceberg. You are right. So I just know he's an owl transformer, and few and far between, indeed. As a matter of fact, these two that I know of, and I think there was a repaint of this one. I think somebody already mentioned him. So, uh, not a not a retool or remold, but a repaint. So, but I love Prowl. I do. There was a lot of the Transmetal toys that came out that were great, and they weren't featured in the show. And Masterpiece Unicron will be the size of a spaceship Earth at Walt Disney World. Oh, and nobody but the very, 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 very insanely wealthy could afford him. Because wow, walnuts, good for you. Scourge was my favorite Transmetal 2 figure. Scourge. He was why can't I remember what toy that is? I have Depth Charge. I have Rampage. I think I have most of it. I'm missing a few of the Transmetals. Maybe that's why I can't remember who Scourge was. Locust. Yes. That's one of the ones I'm missing. Mm-hmm. I'm missing like two of them. Remember, there were some basic size ones too. Sonar, the bat one, I managed to get a few years ago just by accident at a garage sale. Hmm. TFN Geek said, my favorite Beast Wars character is a tie between Dinobot and Optimus Primal. I can see that. Mine is Rat Trap. And I like Tigertron too. And I think I like Air Razor and Rat Trap equally. I don't know what it is about that, but Air Razor, but I just love that character right when I first saw her on the show. I was like, yes, she rocks. And then because up until that moment, it was Rat Trap, and then she came around, and I like Tigertron too. So I'm surprised we don't have an MP Tigertron. Well, we got MP Cheetor, so you're right. I am surprised. Chuck Carr will probably do it sometime. Who knows? I mean, who knows? And Man Adamantium Matrix says, I'm behind on Beast Wars, only have seen 8 episodes. Well, you're missing. um, you're missing a lot. Things get really good in season 3. I mean, really good. Collector 75 says they were all great times during the Beast Wars. You're right. I mean, you could walk into a store, and I was saying this in my last live event, and practically buy the entire main cast for $60. Well, one faction or another, not all of them, but I at the time, I was making pretty good money. I'd spend a quarter of my paycheck on just Beast Wars figs and be happy, and still am happy with them. So a small retool of Cheetor, yeah, yeah, um, yeah. They if they were to release a Tigertron, they would do pretty much what they did with the original, which is just repaint it, small retool, and there we'd have Tigertron, and I wouldn't complain about it. I don't know. I've seen video review of Cheetor, MP Cheetor, and I'm just not I'm not thrilled with it. Um, I'm not. Was it an MP Cheetor? I can't remember. It's been one of those weeks. But I am going to go, guys. I got to go batten down the hatches here. We got a storm coming in, and I want to make sure that I don't get rained out and flooded. Much worse, flooded. So y'all take it easy. Collector 75, Larkin's Lair, Kato, TF Fan Geek, Masterfar. Am I missing anybody? Let me scroll back through here to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Adamantium Matrix. Who else did I miss here? Transaran 38. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for watching. Thank you for checking in at Illmatic Prime. I knew there was one more I was missing in there, and I want you all to have a good day, and I'm going to go make sure I stay dry in my home. Have a good day. Be good to each other. And I hope you enjoyed looking at these guys, because they're fun toys. If you haven't got them yourself, if you had one over the other, I would say look for this guy. If you find one available, grab him. You won't regret it. Prowl. He's amazing. See y'all when I see y'all.